I am going to try and make this show as enjoyable as humanly possible. Yeah, it's going to be hard. Apologies. Couldn't get my button to work. Don't know why. Hello. All. How are we all doing? Oh, Christ. I said I'd do debriefs, and we're going to do a debrief. God, the new TNT Sport graphics look horrible. The last decade was only a way we were in top 3 with Africa Cup before, but we're kicked. Yeah, true. Hey, you got belief here. You got belief again. How are you all doing? Not what we wanted, was it? We're going to talk about it. I've done a review. Please go check it out on the channel if you've not seen it already. Yeah, it wasn't great today. I thought the first half we looked decent. I thought we actually looked okay. Momo Diaby looked like he controlled that midfield. Good evening, mate. How are you? Because you know what, mate? Football, it's what it is. I've got other things that are more important to me than football. I know that sounds like a stupid thing to say as a fan channel, but at the same time, I had a good day with my little one before the football, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. At the end of the day, first half, really good. Looked better. Looked like there was lots of things. Yeah, Mo Diaby being injured ain't great. Hey Lou, hey Jez, hey John, hey Mrs, hey Nat, hey we're all Wednesday, aren't we? Possession is up, which is a plus. Yeah, let's find a plus here. Someone's got another good point. Possession's up. It's gone from 27 to 45, or was it 46? So possession's up. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that possession got up. So we had a bit more of the ball, which is nice. We had 53% of the ball, to their 47. We had 8 shots. 3 of them were on target to their 2 and 5 shots they had. They had 4 corners, we had 0 corners, which I kind of understand. 14 fouls to 16. We had less fouls this time. Now, the thing is, what I got with this game, that first half, it played well. First half, we played some really good ball going forward, trying to open up the defence a little bit. And the problem is, what I had, what's worse, or situation. What's worse, Joe, is taking the piss out of a manager. How about that, Joe? How about we don't take the piss out of someone? Byers played well. Byers was very, very crucial. Very, very crucial today. The thing is, for me, I got the situation that what was one of the biggest problems today, and it was a big one, was it was a better performance from the first 2 games. Absolutely. When we were going forward, kind of thing, there was just not enough people pushing forward, if that makes sense. If you push forward, when say the likes of Delgado and co were going forward, right? So it was too far away. If you're going to do wing backs, they need to be attacking. Palmer can do that all day long. Akin's not a wing back. He's not an attacking wing back. He's just not. And that's an issue. He's not an attacking wing back. He's trying, don't get me wrong, but he's not an attacking wing back. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Valentin is not up to scratch yet. Paul Valentin is literally the player he wants to play in that position. He don't want to play James for whatever reason. That's on the manager. We won't find that out. He doesn't want to play Valentin, and he doesn't want to. He wants to stick with, say, such and such. With Akin. Now, Akin at times looked okay, but you can tell everyone looked at that side and gone, if you want to get into Sheffield Wednesday's attack, you know how you do it? You attack that side. You go down that side. Israel Hobson, thank you. I think there were better teams today. Sheffield was really good play, but yet again, sloppy defending and long balls the field by Bannon trying to head on to Gregory. Yep. Tom, but get it done, Joe. Do you think we can pick points up before? Oh, Glenn, we're 3 games in, mate. We're 3 games in. If we can pick up a point or 2 in the next 2, then hopefully we won't be too adrift. But if we were like 20 points, everyone else had 20, and we were on like 7, I'd say, yeah, we're getting cut adrift. I'd say we're getting cut adrift. But we're not. We're on 0 points, and everyone else has either got 1. Yes, we are propping up the table. Kind of thing. But it's 3 games in. It is literally 3 games in. The performance was better in the first half. I will say in the first half it's better. You got the ball forward. People are little... One up top ain't working. Gregory up top on his own is not working for me. It really doesn't. We did lose 4 on the trot. Let me have a look at some of your comments. Not seeing that if we just got back from the coast. Didn't muck about absolute shite. Yeah, pretty much. Let's get behind the manager. Yeah, he hasn't found the best 11 yet. We lost a few games before we win. Don't forget, Karloff won 1 in 7 in his first game. That's true. Karloff won 1 in 7. Diaby looked really good, but yeah, the problem with Diaby, yes, he did. Gasserman came on, didn't really do much. Couple of times tried to beat his man, didn't really get it. But he looked good. Who really impressed me was Masaba. His attacking stuff was good, but his defensive work, when he needed to, was excellent. I actually thought his defensive work was really good. And I wasn't expecting that from him. Sorry. I probably didn't see it myself, making it hard for Pat to watch. Yeah, I think someone said there was a contract issue, like it was on TV somewhere, so I couldn't show it or something like that. Hey Daniel, how you doing, mate? 36 people watching, 14 likes, get those likes up, people. I've much appreciated this. I'm doing a little bit of torture to myself talking about this game again, but I also want to do this so you guys can actually talk about it. I just worry where your goals come from. Not sure you had forward cut out for this league like Windass, but he isn't a forward. Yeah, I kind of get it. I kind of do get it, kind of thing. And it's why I kind of said I do want strikers, but at the same time, Fletcher, when he came on, I don't think he offered anything. Gregory looked okay at times, had some good chances, but wasn't clinical enough. Smith, when he came on, held it up, but that was about it. But the problem is, Lee, you still have Bambo Diaby fit. Yeah. He wasn't that bad, to be fair. He made a couple of mistakes, but he wasn't that bad, to be fair. Any news on the injury? He's gone for an MRI, so we don't know, Manny. All he said, he's gone for an MRI and they'll know soon. Fingers crossed, Big Mo isn't bad injury. I think he will maybe next to Meader once he gets grip for the English game. Do we know why Windass wasn't in the squad? They did ask Muniz, and Muniz didn't say why. He just didn't say why he wasn't in it. I don't know. Again, it was those ones, he wanted a different thing. I think the issue you've got. I think the issue you've got is he's trying to implement his style and his tactics early with his new player and go, look, this is what it is, kind of thing. And I think maybe just a little bit too much trying to get it on. Yeah, I wasn't expecting a lot out of Gasserman though. SWFC, what are you expecting from a 19-year-old? Seriously, what are you expecting from a 19-year-old kid who played one senior game for PSG and 19 of them were on loan? What are you expecting? He's 19 and he's been in the country for, what, all of 3 days? I was surprised he even played, to be fair. I was actually surprised he was on the bench. I wasn't expecting him to come on. Why did that not let me done that? Darren, I will read your comment, but it hasn't let me say it. But Bambo always had a mistake in him. He was never first choice at Preston North End. He's a great guy, though. I hope he does well for you because he's a brick shit house. He definitely is. He's built. What were we looking here? John, last week versus Hull, 20 minutes came on, 20 minutes did in 20 minutes, then Lee did all game, but not from Sheffield, so he's shite. Yeah, true. I don't know why I did that. Listen to comment Sanders as if it wasn't actually that much in it today. Nah, to be fair, Preston weren't great. Didn't have chances as much. Oh, no worries, DJ. I didn't realise. I just saw it like, okay, it happens. PSG product to be fair. Yeah, but PSG product to be fair played one game. He's 19. He's a 19-year-old kid. Let's, give him time. He's 19. Yeah, you don't get into PSG academy without being good, but I think when he came on, when we're chasing a game, I don't think it was great for him to come on when we're chasing a game. And his first touch in English football. And we weren't using the wings at that point. We were really struggling to get wingers into the play at that point. I thought when Patterson came on, he came on, but I don't think he was the right player to come on. Bambo's a squad player if we are being honest. I don't know yet. To be honest with you, do we know if any of these are squad players or first teamers yet? Because I don't think Muniz knows. I do have something I want to show you all, but I need to take the chat up there and it's going to look weird because I'm looking up. So do apologise for that. But I have a new piece of software. Well, it's not new. I used it before. But I used it on the iPad and I don't have enough ports on my computer to use it. 46 people watching, 16 likes up. Yep. Masaba was absolutely class today. I thought Masaba was really good. He showed some really good play. Why should we be a team who should progress players? What? Glenn, I don't get you still. Why should we be a team who should progress players? We're meant to progress players. That's the whole point of a club. We're meant to be the team that players progress to. That's the whole point. I don't get what you mean. Are you saying why shouldn't we be the team that progress players, or why are we the team that kind of thing? Right, I'm gonna go to screen because this is a good example of the goal. It's not the goal, by the way. Before people think, oh, we're gonna show match day stuff. Nope, it's not the goal, but it does give you a good example of what happened. Hey, Batman. I'm sorry, I'm looking up and I can't do it about it. Right, where is it? That's green. It should be this one. Hey, there we go. Right. So the goal they scored today was very much of something. Move the camera. Yeah. Move the camera. No idea what's going on with Johnson David. He put a message out before the game, basically turning around. Why is it flipped? It's not flipped. Why is it not showing? Do that because I don't want files showing. Right. So, Johnson put before the game that good luck today, so he knew he wasn't in the squad. No idea. So, here's a good example of the goal they scored. The free kick is here. You've got 1, 2, probably shove another one in here as well. Say one there-ish. Say about there. Right. Put one there as well. Put a couple more there in. Right. Ball comes in. Comes into this part here. It's a well-delivered cross here. It's a cracking cross. I'm not going to lie. It's a really good cross. Teams like Preston. Richard, we can't attract good players to enter Hope and Rome. Have we not? Yeah, I see some good signs of football. Can see what we're trying to do. We do definitely need some good players in mid. Midfield is definitely where we need it. Yeah, I do agree. That's not impressed. I'm not impressed with anyone in particular. Hey Punk, hey Badman. You progress the players, you make cash. Yep. The team with players with no championship experience. Glenn, if you're gonna come in here and moan tonight, it's not the show for you. I get you want to moan. Well, no, sorry. I'll start that again. If you're going to be picking faults at other teams and stuff, I don't know what to tell you. Not me. It's not on me. It's on the club. I'm not in the mood to have one of those kind of shows for you tonight, mate. Richard's boy could be world class, but take the time. And by the way, you can have a moan. By the way, that is the whole point of the debrief, but I'm not getting into argument with people like we did last night. Ain't happening. I ain't got the time. So that ball came into here. And the problem is, he got in between Akin, not the number, by the way, and Mo. And this is where Mo got injured. He got a free head goal. 1-0. He shouldn't be allowed all that room there to go in between that space. And this is because we're marking zones. So he's marking that zone. There. He's marking this zone here. Nobody was in this zone. No one picked him up. No one picked him up, full stop. That's why that ball came in. It's a really good cross. Beats Baz in the wall. Goes in. Goal. Bad marking. Completely. That's why it caused a lot of problems today. Let me reset the formation. It was a 4... It was... What was it? I had it written down. Hang on. Let me change green a minute. Then I can find it. I'll reset formations for both of them. By the way, let me know if you like this idea that I'm trying to use. It was a 4-2-3-1. 4-3-2-1. Yep. We'll get rid of that as well. I don't want the ball in play. Put it there. Right, and we will set the other team, and they were, I think they were in a 3-4-2-1. 3-4-2-1. Right, that's pretty much how we were looking today. Let me go back to this. So that's pretty much how we were looking today. Lone striker in Gregory at top. You had Masaba and Delgado. I thought Delgado was okay. I thought he was okay for a little bit. But this is where we had the best part here. Diaby, every time a ball came in today... I need a ball again. Give me a ball. Every time a ball came in this area, he cleared it, he got his foot on it, he held it up, got the thing, draw the foul. That's what he was really good at. He was really, really good at doing that. Kind of thing. He was really good at just breaking up play here and trying to move it forward. Now, the issue we had at times, Barry Bannon was playing here. He was playing as like a second forward at the time when he was going into position. And he was running after everything. They did okay, but where they got us, again, every time this game, they got us down this left. Akin would go into here to go into a centre-back role, squares it up, he got all this space. He's trying to go into the centre-back role instead of being the left-back. That's what he's trying to do constantly. He's trying to go back into this position here. And it's really struggling for him to do it. And that's where we're really struggling. Barry Bannon being a forward is a bit mental. I'm not going to lie, he's not a forward. We should have won today. We did play better. Yep. Gregory Bannon as a forward are no threat. Both too old to prep. I wouldn't say that about Barry Bannon. The 47 people watching, by the way, 22 likes. If you want to become a member, well, it is $4.99 a month. You will get trucking videos. You will get, what's the word? EA Football Club once it comes out videos. And you will also get some videos that I might do on the channel that go live there first and then go onto the channel afterwards. I don't know when I'm going to do that now. Let's have a look. Gregory, I thought Bannon done for it, but Smith, I thought Smith was going to play today. I really did. We need to find our best 11. 3 games, and a lot of players not had a preseason. Just take out of relegation this season, just go next. Yeah, I agree with that. The ref was dog awful today. Liam Palmer got absolutely clattered, and the ref played on like nothing happened. The refs are worse and worse these days. Yep, they are. I don't know what to say then, mate. Mate, you can have a say, but I'm not going to be able to respond to it. That's basically what I'm going to say on it, mate. Glenn, you can more than welcome moan as much as you like, but I ain't going to be able to respond to it because I don't know how to respond to it. At the end of the day, I'm just going on what I thought of it. You can have a moan all you like. Hang on. Give me a minute. So yeah, gotta give it time. You just gotta give it time. That's the issue. Time is something we don't. A lot of fans don't have. But yeah, I thought Mo in this position was good. Bambo looked okay. Iorfa was pretty solid. I think he could have done more with the header to try and save it. Personally, it was great to see Byers back. Having Byers back in that midfield was absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to lie. Byers being back in midfield was awesome. I thought Masaba did really well on this side. You flip it the other way. He did really well on this side. Played some really good football. Delgado came into it. I still not 100% sure why Gregory was up top on his own again. Personally. But I'd like to see him play with 2 up top. Honestly. I think 2 up top would work really well. Like having someone. Thing is, I don't see what Fletcher offers. And that's just me being honest. I really don't see what Fletcher offers yet. I've not seen enough of him to go about it. And that's the issue. Let's have a look. Give it time. New season. Top 6 ain't realistic. Can only be realistic, mate. Delgado was class today. He was good. I thought Delgado was very good. I think Bannon is struggling with his relationship with Sitko more and him seems to have a chemistry with it. Yep, I agree. I actually saw on Twitter Sitko had a meltdown in the press conference about... yeah, it wasn't really a meltdown, though. It wasn't a meltdown because he turned around. He's turned around and said to the journalists... I understand... Fans want to know why players are dropped. I get it. That's what we do. Curiosity killed the cat. We want to know what's going on. But here's the thing. He picking what he thinks is best. He's the manager. He got this thing. We only see what happens on 90 minutes on the pitch. We only see 90 minutes on the pitch. He sees all week in training ground. He's seen something that either doesn't fit with what he wants to work with, or he's trying something with the other player first, kind of thing. I said from the start of this season, and I will bang my head on the deck until I'm blue in the face, survival was the only thing I was looking at this season. With how our pre-season had been, survival was the only thing I could see us actually doing. I am not even kidding. Anything more than survival, it's a massive win for us. If we're mid-table, brilliant. But survival is the one thing I say we've got to do. James and Johnson are dropped because it's a manager choice. Now, I thought when Rob Staten spoke to him earlier when Sicko were trying to use an example of Arsenal being bottom with zero wins out of 4. I thought when he said, yeah, but they got better players. He was using an example of when it turned around. Yet then he got mocked for using it as an example by going, well, they got better players. They're expected to do better. So when they come up from League One, have a completely new manager come in that's only been in a month. I will stress this again. He's been here 1 month. And he's only just really got his players in that he wants. I will stop stressing that in about 2 months when the players have been in and if it's still not working. I will die on that sword and say it is what it is. But the thing is, his example he was using was look where they were at the end of the season when it all gelled. Look where they were when they were at the end of the season. It all gelled. It all came together. I think that's the example he's trying to use, saying, yes, they were 4th bottom with 0 points and no wins. But once it gelled, it worked. I think that was the example he was trying to give. And I think he got a little bit rudely kind of gone, well, they've got world-class players. You expect them to be better. Even with world-class players, if it doesn't gel straight away, it's gonna struggle. It's gonna struggle. Richard, I want to see Wenty in the Prem. I want to see Wenty in the Prem. I ain't seen it in... Well, how old was I? Christ, 99. Was he in primary school? I think I was last bit of primary school. I might have been. I can't remember. I don't do maths. But I like to see... I'd seen Wenty in the Prem when I was a little boy. Apart from that, not seen it. I didn't expect top 6. No, but what he's trying to say, Glenn... I think lowering your expectations helps. Kind of thing. This season. I think lowering expectations really does help. I will see when they win. Yeah. A win would be nice, as Nat says. I think if we start Masaba and Gasamiro up top, maybe it works. We'll see. I'm not sure on that one. We all want Prem. We will play good. Maybe. But SWFC edits, are you in training it week in, week out? Then you put in all that pressure on a 19 and 22-year-old. Is that fair to put all that pressure on? I don't know. I don't think you can say that, Stephen, after 1 game. Give the kid at least 10 games, 20 games minimum. He's 19, for Christ's sake. Stephen. I'm going to say it now. He's 19 and this is his first game of the season. His first, little spell, and it was only for, 20 minutes. Give him a bit of time. I think it was a bit too much. I think it was a bit too soon to play him, personally. But manager wanted to throw him into it, so it's interesting. Where are we? Anyone thinking you could get top 6 doesn't watch football? You mean our chairman? Cheer for that, John. Are we still looking at John Jewell from Arsenal, mate? Or has he gone elsewhere? I don't... Are we actually looking at bringing John Jewell back again? That would be interesting. It didn't work last time. I hope not. He's got an injury in him. I don't know. I don't... 4 weeks ago, it was talked that we could bring him in. He did okay at Ipswich, but he wasn't great. But might go back to him. You never know. He might go back to him. Top 6 is nothing more than delusional dream, mate. Yep, from Chancery. The 47 people watching, 24 likes. Get those likes up, people. Please get those likes up. I don't have to do this. I could be doing something where I'm not talking about Wenty again, but I like talking about Wenty with my community. So get those likes up, please. It's not fun talking about Wenty when we lose. It's horrible. I hate talking about my club when we lose. And it's been a while. And the thing is, we've also got to remember, look at what we were last season. We had one of the best home records at one point in Europe. Not in Europe. We hadn't lost at home in ages. And now we've lost twice. We got 96 points last season. I think there's a lot of last season creeping in. Survival is what I want. Yeah, Femero is never going to be comfortable left back. I think Bannon could possibly adapt to a 10, but I think it would take time and we don't have that. Harpo, we do and we don't have time. This is the thing. We have time in the sense that with the 46 games left. Now, the 46 games in a season, we play 3. We have time in that sense. We don't have time if people start getting away from us. That's the issue. We need this first win or draw ASAP. We got Cardiff next. A win or draw against them. I'd take a 0-0 draw just to get that point on the board. I love a win. Don't get me wrong. I think we all would. But to get that point on the board, I'd take a draw. If we actually survive, I'll just watch Survivor Series 2006. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look. I feel the manager is a bit arrogant. That's just my opinion. In what sense arrogant though, mate? Explain. I'm not arguing, but I want you to explain it because I think the manager getting asked stupid questions by journalists. I also think the manager trying to put a new style on it. I think the one thing the manager had done a little bit wrong, he tried to do it all too fast, too quick, and not done it in drips and drabs, but that might be his style of way of doing it. We don't know. I understand that I can see that kind of arrogant thing, but I don't think the questions that are being given to him are great either. I think some of the questions are quite... He's already getting attacked and he's already getting defensive about it because I think he's feeling like, well, I've been here a month, Jesus. You've got to look at where he's coming from, that press conference. He saw what Chansiri did and he probably might still have it in his head, this is how the media is. Right, okay. I have to be on the defensive all the time because this is how the local media are. Or how the media are up here, because that's his first interaction with media. Then when he had the one-on-one with actually the local media, it was okay, but it seemed to be some of them have already got the question to him kind of thing. And I think it's interesting. I think the performance in first half was great. Just when the goal went and when Mo went off, we've struggled. Problem is, I don't know what we do in kind of thing. I think Joe's going easy on him, but Staten is a bit proactive. I think Joe's trying to... I don't think Joe's going easy, but I think Joe's been careful with how he answered the questions. What his questions are to him. But I do agree that Staten is on purposely provoking. And I understand that. In the world of radio, in the world of the internet, you want that clip. They need that clip. They need this kind of thing. Kind of thing. Let's have a look. Do you think your owner was serious regarding challenging top state? If he generally, then I do worry for Sigurd, the bloke. It clearly fruit came will sack him. I don't think he would sack him. It would cost him too much. I don't think he would sack him. Managers don't get sacked these days. They stay out of the contract and they find a way of getting paid out of it. The problem is you never know with Chansiri because there's a lot of things that get said and could be out of context. He did say he did say top 6 he'd like to challenge for, but also I think he was trying to go at the time of when that was done, he just sat down more. I think he was trying to get some good positivity in, and it failed because all the fans went top 6. How the hell are we doing that? We've got 17 players. Kind of thing. I think when he said it, it was interesting. Just don't get Guy reported in our press conference yet. Leeds aren't exactly setting the league on fire either. No, neither are Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough for third last year. Were they up there in playoffs? Middlesbrough are struggling. Like, there's a lot of clubs who started kind of thing that was interesting. City are winning. Alvarez? Yep, Alvarez. Well, City continue where they left off. We need some hungry strikers and that know where the net is. I agree. I feel you, but I think we are playing a 10 rather than just sit Windass there. I like to play Windass there. I think he's better there. He's better than off the wing. Apologies if I keep cutting out. I think he's better playing as a 10. Let's have a look. Why can't Sheffield Wednesday managers go back to basics and build up to attacking football? As DJ said, not a question I can answer. I'm not manager. Managers had different styles. He's really wanted to implement this style. First dark, you saw a lot of this style wasn't attacking yet, but I could see what he was trying to do. This week will be interesting. I don't think you should ever tell a journalist everything, mate. No. If you tell a journalist everything, you're going to tell the opposition what you're doing next week. Never tell a journalist everything. I don't think that's the right way of doing it. I think there's things that you keep in-house and there's things that you say to a journalist. I think telling a journalist everything is where we kind of messed up a little bit with Carlos. Carlos told the journalist everything, and at times some of the other teams knew exactly what we were doing. My ears have just popped. Who, me? Viking Sales, are you on about me? Or are you on about the gaffer talking absolute dribble, mate? Please be specific when it comes to that. And that's a word I can't say. Honestly, I don't know what people expect from this season. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what people were expecting from this season. I'll be brutally honest. I feel like them questions he's getting at is starting to put pressure on him, to be honest. Yeah, they are a little bit. He's being quite, but he's defending what his thing is, which I understand. But it is what it is. There's not a lot we can do. There's 53 people watching, 29 likes. I will figure out a way of doing a calling. I just don't know how to do it because I could. We might be able to do a StreamYards. But if we do a StreamYard, they'll make just the Wednesday form. Right, perfect. I really can't say Pacific either. I really struggle with that word. I think it got so many P's. Problem with pacey striker is everyone's in the market from exactly. Everybody wants a pacey market. And if you look at someone like Middlesbrough, they've got like 12 million to bunk on one. I'm not surprised they've actually not put that money for Tom Cannon. Because if they got Tom Cannon, that would grew a lot of people. No idea about Bernard. I thought he would have played. He seems to be playing Iorfa and Bambo at the minute. So Ashley Fletcher is lazy and needs to be dropped from the squad and replaced by Cadamartri. I wouldn't put Cadamartri in yet. Cadamartri, not yet. Not yet. Soon, I'll play him some point this season, but not yet. Not while this fan base is so toxic. I don't think that's fair on the lad. Oh no, it's alright, but it's what we do. What we do. That's fine. That's fine, mate. Like I said, the debrief shows are for this, so we can all have it all out of our system. Just remember when you're saying questions or comments, there's going to be some things I don't know the answer to, and I can't answer it. But yeah, hey lad, I hope you well, mate. I'm not too bad. Ryan, how are you? I haven't seen your score. I don't know what you did. Did you lose 4-1 to Oxford? Not good. It's not been good for the Yorkshire clubs this weekend, has it? I don't know. I don't think he's injured, mate. I don't think he's just not playing. He's not injured. He's just not ready yet. Do people not understand new squad, new manager, new style, new ideas? Not sure where we would get a pacey strike from. Getting a Prem loan, but it'll be a Prem loan and Prem loan only, sadly. I don't know who, though, because everybody thinks. I think the opinion, I think he should tell you. I've read that already. Am I the only one that... let's see, he's not injured. Problem pacey. Where was I? Am I the only one that doesn't think it was that bad? Preston the start of well, although I agree with you. I actually think it was decent. The only thing that screwed us was when Mo Diaby went off. After Mo Diaby went off, we struggled to contain that midfield. And that's what was causing us a big lot of problems. The things is, for me, we don't have enough depth in midfield. That's why it suddenly went off. I think Femiro is literally being played down till he reckons Valentini's up to scratch. I actually literally think that is the case. I think he really wants to play Valentin as that position. I think the other issue you got is we did improve. People are seeing the scoreline and seeing the thing, but if you look at stats and you actually look at, there was improvement today. There was actual improvement. But that's the thing. Everyone sees the actual game and sees the scoreline. There were actual improvement, but there were bits where we definitely do need to improve on. But I agree, I don't think it was that bad. Sorry to jump in. I read that. Although they were very beatable, we are a different team compared to Southampton. I do agree with that. You could see it was getting to him in the press conference on Thursday. Journalists asking the same question: when can you expect to turn around? Even not missing Meg. There's a part of me that there was a part of me that was thinking he may have gone back to his office and done some swearing in Spanish after that press conference. He was getting annoyed. He was getting really annoyed with no question. You could tell it was on his face. We haven't got time to go back to basics and build up. Better to pursue working on the plan. Zico planning around and get that working ASAP. Yep, I agree. I will say this. September could be very crucial for us. There is an international break. There is no games. And that will be treated like a mini preseason. He will treat that as one mini preseason. And he will go for it really well. Oh, no. Oh, I agree, Kev. We will get wins. We will get wins, but I'm at the thing. There will be wins, but the fan base is so negative. We've got going on with the ownership. It's so negative with how it started. You got to remember, this is a fan base that just come off 96 points record total, doesn't get promoted, got to the playoffs, lost the first game, epic comeback in the second game, get to final, win it with 4 seconds left, and then a manager goes, and then we're thrown into a loop. That's the thing. 3 games in, Ryan. It's 3 games in. A lot can change. Let's have a look. I think we should play Pierce Charles one game because he looks solid. The problem is, if you're going to play youth like that, right? So then we're switching goalkeepers and then switching not from a back 4 that is not used to the goalkeeper. This is the thing. You switch a goalkeeper that's not... you keep playing around at the back, it causes more problems. I think it's better to try and get a settled back 4 or back 3 or keeper and defence and keep it settled. I don't want to throw young players into this situation right now. Yes, I know people go, Gustava's 19. Misava 22. What I mean is 117 and you got Bailey. There's a lot of expectation on both those players because they're out the academy for me. Let's have a look. Things do get heated. Things get very heated, mate. It's why we like football. We get heated. That's the whole point of it. But the problem is, there's heated and then they're going over the top. After last season's effort, can't believe I'm thinking, I really hope we can manage to stay up this season. I know it's early, but if we are so bad, can't see us getting any better. That's not good. That ain't good, mate. But again, Ryan, you're in the same position we're in. You've got a new manager. You've got to change your thing. You've got to change how it is. And that's the thing. Josh, I feel like the worst thing that could happen is Sicko getting pressured out of the job. Thus restarting the cycle to that someone new. Give it... Joshua, I think that's like Joshua David, you've hit the nail on the head. This is what I don't want. I don't want him to be like completely done because I think that's the issue. Big Mo for me definitely could be the next Semedo. He could. I think there's a loan to buy in that one as well. Glenn, mate, because you're all passionate about the club. Exactly. We can't we can always very much improve the midfield, not playing Banner as a second striker. No, he's not a second striker. You'll never get past Big Mo in Magic, It got a ring to it. It had got a ring to it. Cliffy, I've read that. I'm not the only one. I'm not having a go or anything, but sometimes I think people's opinions get blown out of proportions. Yeah, but also I have this other thing, Glenn. Who else is doing this on YouTube for Wednesday fans? I don't have to be here. I can end the stream now. I'm walking away, lads. I'm done. I don't have to be here, but I do. Yes, I understand it. The thing is, again, it's like what Nat said. We're all very passionate. The problem is, our fan base, especially on Twitter, if you say anything negative about anybody and it doesn't agree with what a lot of the majority thinks, you're hounded. Like, there were so many people who didn't want Darren Moore last season, who wanted him sacked. They wanted him to be sacked. He said it was time to go. Right? A lot of people. And he got us up. And now the people who are now saying, oh, I wish we just kept Darren Moore, who were saying he's not good enough for Championship. I left my point. Season League 1. As long as we beat Leeds, I'm happy. Yep. I get the feeling the players are putting pressure on themselves to get the first win. That pressure they don't need. That win will come, and they did last year when there wasn't pressure. Yep. Mate, definitely LA, but I just really thought this game was a chance. I thought this was a really good chance to get a win today. I didn't think Preston were that great, to be honest with you. They have Bell that they look decent. I can understand why they're looking for a striker. But they weren't great, but they got the goal. And it's because of the defensive issue. I hope our working mate, that will be good. Huddersfield and Leeds and Rotherham go. Yeah. The problem is with Sicko, when he knows it's not working, I find it hard to believe he will change until he finds. Glenn, you're basing it on 3 games though, mate. I understand what you're saying, but you are basing this on 3 games of football. How many games of football have you watched Sicko managed? We don't know if he can change it or not. He managed 3 games for this club. If I could have said I've seen a lot more games of him, I could say, yeah, that's it. I haven't. You haven't. If he thinks he could have changed it, he'll change it. But at the same time, you don't want to change things so quickly while you're trying to change something else. Right now, the best thing right now is to try and stick with what you're trying to do, and so it doesn't get forgotten about. Get what you're getting to learn now done, and then move on to maybe change it the other one, because it seems like they're struggling to get used to it. Let's have a look. Stephen for 3 years like me, Josh. Sicko tactics are too slow. We're moving the ball too slow. We're doing short passes and then going long ball. What going nowhere. Don't know if we're going to survive. 3 games in, mate. 3 games in. Let's see where we are in 10. Let's see where we are in 10 to 20 games. 3 games in. It might have improved by then. Josh, your tactics aren't slow. We are just slow right now because the first team is unclear. The players have not fully adapted. Exactly what you said. Gregor was shocking today. The big lad was okay at times in the middle. Can see us struggling this year. I've said survival's the only thing I want this season. The 56 people watching and 34 likes, get those likes up. If you want to donate to the channel, please do. Super chats are on and super thanks. I want to try and do this more. I will look this week at seeing about doing maybe some sort of calling thing. But if we do a calling thing, it will have to be very, very simple. No camera on. And it basically, you get to hear your voice. And I need to make sure people don't do things. Because I've had people do calling before on YouTube, and there's no real way of policing it. That's the issue, but we'll find a way. We'll figure out something out to do it. But Like I said, I will look at it. But 34 likes to 58 people in. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. I'm happy we got more than 30% possession. Yep. Yep. It's a massive fan base. It could have been the other way around from last season. We could have been in the playoffs and Al could be at the top now. Couple of signing time. And you're looking up. Exactly, Kev. Exactly. Fair enough. I wasn't the biggest fan of Dalmore, but in hindsight, it was amazing theory. Yep, exactly. This is the thing. I know you weren't a fan of Downmore, but right now, there's nothing we can do to change the path. The path has happened, kind of thing. It's happened. When it clicks, we'll start getting wins. I'm sure we'll find something else to complain about, but we can be a pretty fickle fan base. Yep. Also, a fun pastime I found is checking people's Twitter for what they said 4-0 down against Peterborough and then comparing to what they said after the eventual win. That's not bad. How long will you give Sicko in theory? He got till Christmas. He got till Christmas, but Glenn, you're saying, how long would I give Sicko? I don't sack him. I don't play him. I don't pay him. We're not the ones who are going to give him the time. The person who's going to give him the time is the bloke who hired him. So again, it's pointless. It's absolutely pointless. Saying how long will I give him, because I ain't the coach. I ain't the owner. I ain't gonna run a poll. You're not gonna run a poll. If you're an owner of a football club, you run a poll saying, should I sack the manager? And 99% have got more of an internet presence than others who want him gone. We don't have a say in how long he gets. He gets how long he gets from the chairman. I think he's got till Christmas, and I think it will come good. But again, people starting to play new systems. New systems take time. As someone who's always said, Watford have much better squad in terms of someone like Man City. You're picking up easy wins. We're not world class as the team right now. Walk before you can run. Adapting new system, new player come in, give an assumption that the team can't pick up points until they get the formula right. And again, he's been in a month. He had no preseason with the players, Glenn. There was no preseason with the players. It's the best example I can give you. It's like you going into a job that you're a month in and you've only been trained on the system for 2 weeks and you keep making errors. But you've only used that system for 2 weeks. So you're going to make errors. The players are going to make errors. So far, from preseason games and now the third game of the season, there is a big improvement. Surely that's what we should be able to see as a fan base. It'll get better, have faith. Yeah, there has been a big improvement from the first game of the season. Still 122 points to play for, no need to panic. But let's hope it clicks sooner. It needs to click sooner than later. Yes, it does. We need to get that first point or win. Any points on the board now is a massive confidence booster. It's a huge confidence booster kind of thing. It's the difference between next game not being great and the next game and then go, we've got to win or we've got a point. They'll build on that. I'm captain now and well, thanks. Am I the captain now? Hey, Punky Hours. Sicko leaving any time this season will be catastrophic. No, I think you're right. I think it would be. I think if Sicko goes, it would be disaster because we can't spend another 3 to 4 weeks looking for a manager. Good evening, because how are you and baby number 2? They're doing well. She went shopping with her mum today. She had a good day. I had time with the little. To be fair, lads, we're only 9 points off top. We're on a cut run. That's the best comment yet. That's the best comment yet. I like that. Okay, hand on heart. Do you believe the team will get it right? Yes. Yes, I do. Why, Glenn? Why don't you? Why don't you see if this team can get it right? Why don't you think it'll get it right? Are you thinking we're not going to win a game all season? Are you thinking we're not going to win a game? Do you think we're going to be on 0 points all season? Glenn, I like it when you're in the chat, but my God, at times, I'm going to say this again, and I'm going to say it very, very, very clearly. I don't have to do this. I don't have to be doing this. I do it because I love it. I do it because I like talking Wednesday. What I hate is going with a question, do I believe the team can get it right? Yes, I do. Because I can see things where it'll happen. It'll take time. If you can't see that it'll take time, supporting this club this season might not be a good idea for you. Because it's going to take time. It's going to take massive time to get it right. You don't expect someone to go in with a month and having to disrupt a whole team who just knows Darren Moorball for 2 years. That's all they've known. For 2-3 years, all they've known is how to play Darren Moore football. Now you're coming in and they're having to learn how to do a new style of football. You're not going to go in and get a new manager in and then turn around to the new manager. Hey, new manager Sicko, I want you to play Darren Moore ball. I want you to play this way of playing football. But the thing is, Glenn, that's not the style of football Sicko plays. Because then you'll still have this situation because you'll have Sicko going, hey, a minute, I don't know how to play that. So he's having to learn that system. It's got to be time. I do think it'll come right. I really do. Give it time, give it patience. There were times in that first half, it looked decent. What we're missing is another creative midfielder or two, a striker, and possibly a left back again. And the thing is, the left back situation, it sounds like he's looking, because he did say in his interview, I'm going to hit my head against the wall in a minute. I've got a feeling our first win will be Leeds. We'll never do a derby. Think we'll get it right in time, but don't know how much time the manager will get. Patiently. I didn't say that, mate. I personally think that it will come together eventually, but sometimes building up your expectations, something come. Now, I'm done. Now I'm done. That's it, I'm done. I'm not doing this tonight now. Sod this. I was going to keep going for another 20 minutes, but sod this, I'm done. I can't do this tonight. I really can't. I'm done. Glenn, you've got an agenda against it. You've got an agenda against the person who's in charge. You've got an agenda against the person who's running the club. I get that. You want it all shiny fast now. It ain't going to happen. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. It takes time. I can't tell you because you're not listening. What you said, do I think it'll take hand on heart? When you say, do you believe he'll get it right? Is your way of going, I do believe it get it right. Do you believe he'll get it right? That's my question. And the problem is, I set myself up so we don't have to. I set myself up this season. So at the start of the season, I set us up for survival. So I'm not disappointed. Literally. That is why I set us up for just surviving. So I'm not disappointed. I don't want to go up to this, say, we're going to be 14th, because I don't think we will. Glenn, what I'm trying to say is we need to back the team. We can't keep having this argument of, do you think he'll survive this? Because it's not our decision. It ain't our decision at all. Everyone out of it's not our decision. We play backwards toward goal too often, plus sideways backwards too much to get involved in your attacking third to get forward. Right now, we just need to get behind the team. Yep, I agree. The only positive save my wife is ordered a bigger. How did you pull that off, Nat? How do you manage to pull out a bigger bar fridge? What do you do? We had the same with Eustace last season. He came in 2 weeks into pre-season. Though I will say, Eustace didn't make drastic changes to style as happened in some with new players. True. Ever the opposite going, come on, 3 games, man, get behind them. Yeah, it 3 games. It's 3 games. Glenn, like I said to you before, this is why I like doing the streams. But at the same time, you would make a really good journalist with the questions you ask. But the problem is, I don't have the answer to some of your questions because I'm not in charge at Sheffield Wednesday. I don't have a say, kind of thing. I don't have a say. I accept your apology, but we're 3 games in. It's 3 games. Look at what Gerrard said to his team in Dubai or wherever it is, or Saudi Arabia, that's what it is. They're celebrating like they just won the league. He walked in going, 2 games, lads. 2 games. You don't win anything with 2 games. Exactly. John's hit the point. 10, 15 games in, then you ask those questions. I seriously think 10, 15 games in, you ask them questions and go, right, what's happening? Why is it not working? To do it 3 games in, I think is a bit unfair on the manager. And I think it's the media. I think it's really unnervy kind of thing. Let's have a look. Nolan out. Glenn, you did... I'd had a long day. Before I could go and do football stuff. My little one's been great, but when you've had a full day with a little one, your brain's a bit smashed. My brain's a bit smashed today. Mate, I feel like me and you have ups and downs in chat. I respect you for it. No, mate, it's fine. It makes a good show, actually. Look at my chat. They're all making jokes. It makes a good chat. I think the thing is, what's frustrating when me and you have a conversation is it's not that you ask the hard questions. It's that you want an answer to a question I can't give you. You want a different answer to what I can give you. That's the thing. I can't give you an answer to a question if I can't directly change it. I can't change who the manager is. I can't change who the squad is. I can't change it. Let's have a look. Hey, Afton. How you doing? Funk. My good luck, mate. Marvin Johnson has been cast aside. Sound of thing. The manager doesn't like him. Yeah, that one seems like a big issue. If he isn't going to be part of the team, I think a sale would be good for both parties. I personally think we've finished 17-18 with 6 or 7 wins and a few draws and the rest of losses. I like to see Glenn in the press and put the questions thicker. Yeah, I'd like to. Hang on, have I got... What's this? It's a bag. What's this? Still a bag. Anyone gets the reference, you're 10 points for you if you get that reference. I don't carry cash on me. Oh, God, mental. It was so unlucky. We were so good first half and then just switched off. Yeah, pretty much. We switched off when Diaby went off. Mo Diaby went off. We really switched off then. 42 people watching, 35 likes. Can we get those likes close to 40? I'd much appreciate it. If you want to donate to the channel, you can do. Super chats are on. Christ, it's getting hot in here. And that's me I can smell in here. Ugh. I'm going to have a shower in a bit because I stink. Can't believe I just did the Carl off 20 quid thing. Glenn out. There's only so many questions you can answer for you. Crack, yep. I'm not too bad. Ash, how are you? I've just asked you. Can I have the bag? No, it's for the microphone. It goes on the microphone. I just can't do it on top of the mic muff thing. And if you could give me the answer I wanted, then so it'll be. But how we said we all had different opinions sometimes. I don't mind it getting heated. But what I mind is when I can't. I'll say it this way. What I minded, I can't get the thing. And I like the heated thing. It shows both of our passions. We both have a passion. That passion is Sheffield Wednesday. The bit that I get is... how do I explain it? The ways of answering a question when I've answered it because we have to. You're acting like the manager should be sacked now, or go, or because we haven't seen much after 3 games, you're acting like it's all doom and gloom. We're 3 games into a new season where we had a manager come in a month ago with 11 new players. Is it 11? Or is it 10? How many new players we've brought in? Plus the old players who are here are used to one style of football. What was the one thing we said about Darren Moore? Is to play one style of football and doesn't change. We've now got a manager who changing to a different style of football, and there's players are having to get back to changing to that style of football. That's the thing. Yeah, it's too warm in here. I think the left-hand side played so well. Who was the man? Man of the match for me with Mo Diaby. Before he went off, he was killing that midfield. Absolutely killing that midfield. That midfield was absolutely superb. We just look like a team who has a new manager, new players, and a playing style. Yeah. The thing is, the quote that Rob Stetton said to him, because the quote that Rob Stetton said, right, was, and I'll go back to it. What Sicko were trying to say was, look at Arsenal. There were 4 games, no win. They were bottom. And he was saying, look at where they finished at the end of it. They were starting to play a new style of football under Arteta, and it wasn't clicking, and it wasn't clicking well. And then it clicked. And I think that's what he was trying to say. But Rob Stetton went with, well, they got better players, kind of thing. Let's have a look. Glenn, would you mind speaking to my manager about giving me a huge pay rise, please? No way he will crack and pay up. What do you mean? Think to the media ridiculing us. What do you think of the guy? The pater. Teams are paid for. It's what they pay for. Like, guy's job is punditry. It's what he paid for. I got it. Glenn is actually Chad serious, guys. Well, you do what content, actually? Part of media, mate. When things are not going well, they'll criticise it. When things are going well, they'll say it's going well. It's just media. Ipswich and Plymouth have started much better. It's down to continuality. Same managers. It was a strange thing to get rid of Moore, having won the great comeback in play final. Yeah, I agree. What happened to Backinson? He's had pretty decent preseason. Don't know. He's a different player than last season. In my opinion, Sicko are slow. Or is that all Sickos or just this one? I've never seen Sicko run in his current day. I've seen him run when he was a player. He was fast. Do you mean his tactics are slow? Or do you mean it played? Let's make Wednesday versus Sunderland. Delgado. That would be good. I think he's looked good, actually, Delgado. I think he's been really good. I think he's been pretty solid for me. But I have been going for an hour and 15. So, what have we learned? Well, we've learned that I crack easily when I've had a long day. We've learned me and Glenn get into heated arguments. Who's top of the league right now? I believe it is... chuff. Top of the league right now. Your league leaders right now are Ipswich, Leicester and Birmingham third. That's why John's all giddy. The table looks at us on bottom, Middlesbrough, Rotherham, Huddersfield, Cardiff. We've got Cardiff on next week and they're in 20th. And they don't look great. So let's hit the bar. And Leeds are just above them. Leeds haven't looked great. But let's have a good week. Let's have a good week. And we'll come back and do a roundup on Friday. And we will also do the debate show next week as well. Yeah. I have no... Get the paper, John. Just hold it up, take your head back, do that. It's all right. When you get to those heights, we've been there. We were there last year in League One. It's scary, but just make sure you've got something to support you when you can. Sheffield did very much a more team. He got the best out of this team last season. And the players played with. Yep, I agree. Benjamin Bloom, he changes his mind on us every day. Yeah, I like Benjamin Bloom, but I've got a lot of time for Ben. Really good guy. Had some really good conversations with him in the past as well. Yeah, also, Glenn, thank you for still being in chat and chatting. I think we butt heads, but we also have the same opinion. We all want what best for Sheffield Wednesday. I think the problem with you, Glenn, is you hit my button because I don't know how many times I can do it. No, DJ, go spend time with your girls. If you got your girls, you got your girls. That's fine. That much. Family's everything. Yeah. Right, go have a good rest of your evening, lads and ladies, and enjoy it. Big respect to you as well, Glenn, because you're smashing fatherhood, being a dad of two, especially with a young'un, and I think they're all under 5, your lot. So keep smashing it. Your missus is doing great, and let's have a good week. We should see what story pop up. There might be some transfer stuff in this week, kind of thing. So yeah, keep it glued, because there might be some transfer stuff this week. Anyway, I'm going. And I'm actually going to end the stream this time. Last night I didn't end the stream on this end. I killed it on my streaming software. And I didn't kill it on YouTube. So I'll speak to you all later. Goodbye. Have a good one. I'm going to do what Man City, hopefully Dick Newcastle, a new one. My dad and my daughter Maisie went to the game today. Dad said the new manager had taken us back a few seasons. Basically thinks he was saying we're taking a few seasons back in time for how we're playing. Oh, fair enough. If it is nil, not what we can do about it. Just got to back them and see what happens. See you all, Punk Chef 41 crew. God decides that I'm calling you all. So